Hi, and welcome to Unity's World Day of Prayer. My name is Géna, and I am Unity of the Valleys Administrator. 2020 has been one wild and crazy year. At times unimaginable, the things we have been experiencing in such a short amount of time. We've got the pandemic, we've got the politics that seem out of control, we have grief from those we have lost, grief from the changes that we are moving through. The list goes on and on and on. And so at Unity, worldwide, we hold an annual World Day of Prayer in September. And this year it feels even more potent that we gather together in our collective consciousness for a day spent in the divine energy of focusing on what is right with the world. Our theme this year is From Fear to Faith. And boy, 2020 really seems to be pushing the right buttons for us to move into that space. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about my prayer journey and how I start all prayer with gratitude. For me, gratitude is the living prayer. So I start every morning waking up with thanking God for another day to experience being in this body. And then I move on with my day however it unfolds. And so we have lots in store around the world of this day. And really any day can be spent connecting to the divine through meditation, through prayer, through focusing on what's right in your world, what's right with the world. So I wanted to share a quick prayer with you. Sweet Spirit, thank you for another day to be present. Thank you for all of the opportunities, known and unknown, being presented to us. Thank you for the healing that is going on within my body, within each and every one of our bodies, known and unknown. And thank you for the opportunity to come together, to be in this time. And so it is. And so I just breathe in that moment and allow my body to feel the gratitude, the thanksgiving for being alive in these times that seem difficult at moments, but we're moving through to something else that I know I don't know what it is yet. So as your day unfolds, I hope you can take a moment to think about all the things that you are grateful for in your life. What is going on that is right with the world? And then after you give some time and awareness to it, send that out into the world, that positivity that helps us to move from fear to faith. And so as this video continues to unfold, you will be filled with sounds of music and all the different ways that people celebrate and come together to express connecting with the divine. I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.
As we come together for this time of prayer, let us anchor into that place of oneness. At this time when our world is being challenged by a silent, invisible virus, which for our safety is pushing us farther and farther apart. And now, surrounded by fires that are assaulting our senses at all levels. Is it any wonder that we can go to fear? But realizing ultimately this physical world is an illusion, that it will pass away. This entire universe will pass away. But the essence of who we truly are, that immortal soul that is part of God, will never pass away. I like to see it as floating in this infinite ocean of love. And in that place, surrounded by the Creator's embrace and love, all is at peace and all is well. And that is the truth of our essence. May we be in that place in this time. So be it.
Hello, my name is Bev Forster. I'm one of Unity's prayer chaplains. And today it is my great honor and privilege to offer the sounds of my crystal bowls and my Tibetan bowls for a quiet time, a soothing time, a healing time of reflection, centering, meditation, and prayer. I have a poem that I would like to read you first. It's from the Buddhist Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh. It's called Sending Your Heart Along with the Sound. We always say inviting the bell to sound, since it is kinder than hitting or striking the bell. When you invite the bell to sound, you are sending your love. You are sending your greeting. You are sending your wish to the people who will hear the bell. You wish that when they hear the bell or the bowls, they will stop suffering. They will begin to practice mindful breathing and have the energy of peace, of joy in themselves, and will be able to transform the energy of anger, suffering, and despair within them. That is why inviting the bell and sending the sound of the bell to people around you is a very compassionate action. You cannot do it without putting your whole heart into it. So I invite you to sit beautifully and receive the sound of the bell. Make it possible for the energy of peace to be born within you so that you may radiate it out into the world. Thank you.
Greetings, everybody. It's a pleasure to be with you virtually on World Prayer Day. It's needed more than ever right now. I'm Michael Dreiling.
I'm Nalani.
And I'm Yvonne Braun.
And we're here to share a little bit of our experience in these difficult times, cultivating togetherness, strength and resilience individually and as a family. And some of the things that I'll begin with is in moments where I'm in that darkness and I want to find that light again, find a path to paradise, a path to truth. I have to remember to choose a kind thought, a kind deed, and a kind word. And together that combination really helps shift my funk.
Yeah, you're usually in a pretty big funk, Dad.
That's so true. I'm probably the funkiest of all of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's not even the preteen.
Speaking of preteens,
Oh, no.
World Prayer Day also happens to be Nalani's birthday. So she'll be turning 12 this Thursday on World Prayer Day, which is particularly sweet to have a chance to be able to share something with you all today.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
it is, and it's great to be planning with you because we've been how do you plan in these times to do a birthday party?
Yeah.
And just like this, how do we do World Prayer Day when we aren't congregating in a church environment or other large gatherings? And so these kinds of challenges, of course, encounter all of us in our work, in our social activity, our family time. And how do we get through that? How do we maintain connection with each other without also rubbing up against each other in ways that undermine our peace and our integrity? And so, that's something, we're here to talk a little bit about. Mm-hmm. So how do we do that? I mean, one of the things is to just play, make time for that. What do we do? What are some of the things
We have like movie nights and we have like game nights and we cook together and sometimes like do yoga or meditate or work out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We probably should work out more, but
That'll lead to the funk from earlier. So.
I should work out more too.
But it's also been a wonderful opportunity to just sort of reflect on how we spend our time a bit. We, like many people, we were very, very busy family, previous or prior to the pandemic, and not all of that busyness is negotiable. Michael and I both work full time. Nalani has a lot of talents and interests, and so she went to school, of course, and had lots of extracurricular activities and dance and so on. And she's continued some of those. We have all had to continue some of those under new circumstances. But it's an opportunity for us to think about, what are the pieces of busyness that still serve us and what doesn't, and how could we shape it a little bit differently to better, meet our individual or our family kinds of goals and connections. And so that's been wonderful to spend more time together that way, and to also think about how we choose to spend our time in ways that support each other and support the things we care about and the values we hold for each other. And one of the things that we did this weekend was paint Nalani's room. And so this...
And make salsa.
This may seem like it's not related, but one of the reasons it comes to mind is that it also makes me think of one of the things that we've really had to focus on too is thinking about communication and, things that we maybe took for granted in the busyness of like, this is just what we do next. Come on. We now talk through a bit more because we're all living, working, playing in this space a lot more together. And so that space matters. And so Nalani had a request around her room. It was a beautiful, sort of turquoise blue. But a little overwhelming,
It was if you sat in there a long time, it would be over.
Yeah, a little overwhelming. I mean, it was a color she wanted, and it was beautiful. But she'd been voicing now for a little while, like, I would love, a creamy off-white color that's more soothing. And, amidst the busyness, it seemed like this is not a priority. we're too busy, we can't do something like that, the paint's fine.
Yeah.
And, pausing and reflecting and thinking about each other's needs during this time opened up the possibility to go, I think she's really expressing something really profound here about her sort of holistic, integrated experience of needing something different in that space that would nurture her, that would comfort her, that would invigorate her in a way that was soothing and integrative. And so we painted her room
And it's lovely.
and it's
Yes.
beautiful, and you feel it. It's like it's a comforting hug, but brightness at the same time when you walk in, and it really makes me see the wisdom in her and expressing that as a need, and the shift that I had to go through to understand that more as a need and less as a want in these circumstances. And so that was a real gift and blessing.
Yeah, and I noticed that you began to listen more with empathy, realizing that, oh yeah, she has some pretty valid reasons to paint her room. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. And I think we've all gotten a deeper understanding of empathy during this because we've spent so much time together.
Emphasis on so much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. You were going to say.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah, no, empathy is, of course, a tool we can learn and apply. And when we spend a lot more time together, it becomes essential to nurture that tool, both for ourselves, empathy inwardly, that inward forgiveness, that inward understanding, as well as empathy towards each other. And that requires this deeper commitment to being together in peace, being together in a way that doesn't harm one another, that it lifts one another up in times when the world seems so frayed and so conflicted. And we have to create a space where we're working at home, we're in front of screens all the time. And then when we have a need for solitude or a need for cooperation or a need for planning and integrating something, we have to learn to express that as well as listen to each other. So I've found this tool, empathy, incredibly valuable as a family. And when it kind of circles back with empathy and understanding what is going on in our world and the need for compassion right now, not just in our family towards ourselves and to each other, but to others in this world. I mean, it takes me to gratitude. It takes me to an awareness and a realization of how precious each moment, each day is right now, and how to cultivate that gratitude isn't always easy. But I find it absolutely the source of replenishment for me, and to be thankful for what we have. Yeah.
Absolutely. And thinking about it as a practice, right?
Yeah.
As something that we can employ at any moment, at any time, is it's a gift to kind of remember that, and that can help us shift to a different mental space, different head space, a more heart-centered space in that way, and kind of fuels and connects to that empathy in that way. Yeah.
And so, maybe ending this little conversation with just a reflection on, I know there's a older tradition of thinking about the beloved community, but Dr. Martin Luther King, ultimately evoked this in his life and his vision of a good society. And the late John Lewis also spoke just beautifully about this. And it has deep religious roots as well. And I've found this concept kind of show up in my life at moments. And in a prayerful period, when I think of the divine, I think of the beloved. And I think of a beloved community as a community where we see the divine in each other. And we now are in a moment where we have the actual work, the practice of creating a beloved community in our homes, in our immediate relations, because we are in so much time and so much closeness to one another. And so with this closure, we offer a prayer for a beloved community and for the work that it takes to create that, the inclusiveness that it brings to all voices, to all experiences, the care that comes with that, and the empathy that is needed to reconcile conflicts, misunderstandings, and then restore that connection so that we can sustain that divine juice that keeps community really thriving. Thank you. And happy birthday, Nalani.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting us be with you.
What is the sound of color? What is the sound of peace? What is the sound of beauty? The beauty of belief. Take my hand, understand. We'll walk this road together. Day, come what may, I'll stand by you forever. You're not close your eyes, there's nothing to fear. When you close your eyes, I will be here. What is the sound of presence? What is the sound of trust? What is the sound of presence? It's the light we feel, the light we feel within us. Take my hand, understand, we'll walk this road together. Night or day, come what may, I'll stand by you forever. You're not alone. What is the sound of color? What is the sound of peace? What is the sound of beauty? Your belief.
Through this sound vibration, may we receive the cosmic wisdom of the universe passed down through the ages. We call upon the greatest teacher, the unseen wisdom of the universe, to awaken our own divine nature so that we may know our own divine truth, as we allow ourselves to release that which no longer serves us. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. As we create this new open space within us, may we each become a clear channel for this healing sound to flow through us, connecting us with our own highest good. Ek Onkara Satanama Siriwa Eguru. May these beneficial sounds radiate through us and out of this space into the outside world, spreading healing, comfort, peace, love, and joy to our family, to our friends, to our local community, to all humanity, to Mother Earth, and to the miracle of life itself.
Hello, my name is Sherry Lady, and I'm one of the ministers at Unity of the Valley in Eugene, Oregon. And it's my pleasure to be here with you on this day as we begin our week that leads into the World Day of Prayer, Unity's World Day of Prayer. And it's at this time that I will be leading and guiding and working with you and in and through you as well for a time of meditation. Behind me on our altar here at Unity of the Valley, maybe you could be able to see some of them, are some beautiful figurines that come from various places around the world. And they're loaned to us by one of our congregants, whose name is Alan Reeder, and he has allowed us to use these. And we're grateful for that and want to say thank you for that, because it signifies what we are all about, and that is maybe one God, many paths is the correct way to say it, or just that we truly all are one in spirit. And so with that in mind, the oneness of our spirit, let us begin our time of meditation together. And my thanks ahead of time to our music director, Laura DuBois, for the background music. So let us begin. Taking a deep breath and centering ourselves in that place within us where we know peace. That place where the divine spirit that lives and dwells in all of us resides. Let us come together now with peaceful hearts and minds and peaceful bodies to be together in a prayerful time of meditation in honor of our Unity's World Day of Prayer. And let us realize that this is not about praying or meditating for someone else. This is about meditating and praying with all the others in our world and on this planet. All living beings, all living creatures, all peoples. We bring together now into this circle of meditation with us those we do not see, do not know, have yet to meet, those who are suffering, those who are out there doing their lives in their way, in their style, and from their experience. We bring them in because they are a part of us. They are a part of our prayers. They are a part of our lives in so many ways that we may not even realize at this moment. On this World Day of Prayer time, let us place our love, let us place our joy, and let us place our peace and our hopes and our faith into the hearts of those who may not see or know it at the moment. And let's invite them into our lives, into our hope and into our peace and into our joy, into our love and into our hearts. And say to each and every one who hears this meditation or who does not, but can feel the energy coming from it, let us say to them, we care. We care more than you know. We want to love and bless you and support you in your journey. Whatever journey that is that you are on now, know we are here. It does not matter how you see the divine. It does not matter how you do your life or how you think you might be separate from us. In our hearts, We are with you and we walk with you. We feel your presence, and especially in this day and age, we know connection and love and caring and compassion are being called upon in ways greater than maybe ever before. Sweet Spirit, we hold the world before you. We hold the world with you. We hold all its peoples, all its creatures, all its living things before you and with you. And we place our blessings along with your divine and gracious and holy love onto our world. We're going to take a minute of just quiet with music in the background to affirm and place upon the world our love, our caring and our compassion. So hold that in your hearts and expression through your thoughts with the time of music. Divine Spirit, God of love, Holy Spirit of compassion and caring, divine being that resides without and within and all around us. We say thank you on this day for your presence, for all the teachers that you have sent to guide us, for all that has been and all that is yet to be. We experience your blessing and your grace and your hope. And again, to all of you that are listening, and all of you that are meditating, and all of you that are not, we are one in prayer. For the human spirit is shared by us all. We give thanks for this moment, this beautiful moment in time, this wonderful opportunity to be in prayer and meditation together. And we now give our lives, our consciousness, our thoughts, our very being. We give that to the fulfillment of the promise of peace in the world. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with us. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Wherever we are, God is. All will be well. Thank you, sweet Spirit, thank you. And so it is. Amen and amen.
A great American chief once said, "The beat of the drum is the heartbeat of the universe." In other Native American traditions, it's the heartbeat of the mother. Our scientists say that our universe was created out of an infinite small point of light. In a great burst of energy, all that is our creation, our universe, came forth. You might say, in the Creator's first great drumbeat. And that sound carries throughout the universe to the end of time on the frequency of Om, another sacred sound, the very breath of God, sending forth His power and His healing energy throughout the universe. Is it any wonder that we revere the drum as a sacred instrument? So it is. So it is. Oh.
Sat-nam. Truth is who we are. Inhale. Sat. Truth is our identity. Inhale again. Sat Nam. Inhale. Relax your breath, but keep your hands in prayer pose, and please take this time to say a silent prayer for someone, for everyone, for someone, for yourself, for planet Earth. Take about 15 seconds for your prayer silently. And bring your prayer to a close. And receive my prayer for you. My prayer for you today is that you are strong and healthy and happy, and that you know your own divinity. That you know the miracle you are. What a miracle you are. The universe has been preparing for more than 13 billion years to create this moment, to create you, just as you are right now. May your brain be healthy, may your telomeres be long, your chromosomes perfect. May your body and your soul be reinvigorated with life and love and vision, compassion, patience, tolerance. May your light shine brightly, because you are a blessing to all who know you. Truth is who you are. Truth is who we are. Sat Nam and Amen.